My business was tanking and my brand sucked. Here's how I turned it around. When I first launched my company, I was pummeling social media. I had no money to invest in advertising and marketing, so social media was the way I was going to get the word out there. And after years of pummeling it, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, a blog, a podcast, I was getting virtually no attention. It wasn't until after I had an epiphany with a client of mine where I helped him turn his brand around, and I did that with a couple of other clients. I looked at my own brand and realized my brand's terrible and I had to do something about it. It was then that I put myself through my own process that everything really turned around and it started to skyrocket. Hey everybody, I'm Rob Genovese from Unleash My Beast Brand, where I teach you how to be a brander and how to build a brand. I want to thank everybody in the subscriber community for being a part of what we're achieving. If you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss a single video. I've got new videos come out every Tuesday and Friday. Before I started my own business, I was a job guy. I had a job for many years, for several decades. When I first got laid off in 2013, it was a shock to my system. Even though it was my dream to always own my own business, I didn't really do that until 2015 when I got laid off a second time. But that was a turning point in my life. I got ticked off after I got laid off, and I went home, told my wife that I had lost my job, but also told her, today I start a company that I'm going to retire from someday. Now, if you've ever started a business, it's not the easiest thing to do. There's so many things you need to learn in order to run a business. It wasn't just that I'm going to start this website and design company, and because I'm a graphic designer and I can do these things, that I would suddenly become successful. I knew that wasn't the case. There's a difference between being good at the thing you do and running a successful business. But as a website designer, there's a lot of competition out there. I mean, there's always somebody else who's better, who's cheaper, who's looking to take that work from you. It's highly competitive. So when I got a call one day from a client, well, he wasn't my client yet, but the conversation went like this. He told me, I paid a guy $1,100 to not get a website. And I was like, how does that happen? He said, well, we went back and forth for several months and he just couldn't seem to get what I was all about. He didn't understand me at all. And so we both got frustrated and agreed to part ways, minus my $1,100. And he says, can you help me? Now I said, of course I can help you. But the truth is, I didn't know if I could. Because as a designer, you have a certain style. And what if he didn't like my style? What if what he went through with the previous guy was just repeated with me? Maybe he was a difficult client. Maybe he had a certain design in his head that he wanted to see that unless I matched it, it wasn't going to work. I can't just show him several designs and hope he picks one that he finds that he likes the best. So I took a different approach. I took a strategic approach. Now, I didn't know a lot about brand strategy, but I guess I knew enough to get the job done, because here's what happened. He only hired me to build him a website. But what I did was I interviewed him. I asked him a lot of questions about how he works and what was important, what made him successful, what were his goals, what were his challenges, what was he really looking to achieve with his business. These are just a few of the questions that I asked him. So after I looked through all the information that I got from the interview, I designed one logo. I went ahead and I designed him one website. I wrote all the copy for the website and I put it all together and I presented it to him. It was amazing because he just first listened to me and then he looked at me and he said, you absolutely nailed it. I don't know how you did it. It's like you were in my head. How did you do that? And well, that's when I really understood that it was the strategy that really mattered. See, he bought the logo. He bought the website. In essence, he bought my design. But I didn't start with design. I didn't try and sell him design. I sold him the solution to his problem. What he really wanted was a brand. And hey, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell, just so you don't miss a single video. Once that worked for that client, I did it for a couple of more clients. Really what I was after was a way to sell my designs without having to go back and forth, without the frustration of going through iteration after iteration after iteration. Know what I mean? Now here's the really interesting part of the story. I was helping my clients and they were getting better clients. They were getting clients faster than I was getting clients for my business. In other words, I was helping them succeed more than I was helping my own business succeed. And that's when it hit me. My brand sucked. My brand was terrible. My brand was invisible. Not that my stuff wasn't out there. My stuff was out there, but here's the thing. It never stuck in their minds. It never stood out. It never sparked any kind of uniqueness that made them remember me. So by the time I realized I needed to get a real brand, a strategically thought out brand, I had by then devised a process by which I was helping my clients. A brand strategy process that worked again and again and again. Now, when I followed my own process, here's what happened. I came across a brand which felt right to me. So I came up with a brand new name for the company, brand new tagline, new positioning statement, new ideal client. I designed a new logo, a new website. I wrote all new copy that was in the brand voice of the new brand. I picked out imagery that epitomized and felt like what this brand really was and how I wanted it to hit my audience. And I'm gonna tell you, it worked like a charm. Within just a couple of months, I went from getting zero attention and being invisible online to getting lots of attention. I started getting people following me, watching my videos, just consuming my content. People were coming to me and say, hey, I saw your video, I went to your website, I like what I see, can you help me? Now what's weird is, I was the same guy I was before I built this new brand, but the fact is, when you're not getting attention, you're obviously not going to attract anybody. And certainly if your brand isn't different, it's not sticking in people's minds. Like my first brand, which failed, my second brand hit the mark and blew up. So of course what happened was, because I built a new brand, my business started to take off again. I started to get more clients, but not just more clients. I didn't want more clients. I wanted better clients. What does that mean? I wanted higher paying clients. I want clients who valued me as a designer. I wanted clients who valued my expertise. I wanted clients who trusted me on how to deliver and solve their problem. So I started getting better clients, better paying clients. In fact, I doubled and tripled my income on the same kind of work just by adding the strategy. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have questions or comments, just pop them below. I'd love to hear from you. What you're going to want to do next is watch this video on improving your process. It's a basic overview of process, but if you want to know more specifics about how that process has worked out, keep an eye out for future videos because I'm going to lay it all out for you. And if you want to learn more about how to be a brander and build a brand, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. You don't want to miss a single video that's coming down in the future because I got new ones coming out every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.